Welcome back to MHTN. Time now for Lifequakes. How can you keep your anger in check and express emotions more positively?
Well, this viewer writes he struggles with controlling his anger and frustrations, which often leads to outbursts that hurt his relationship and career. He feels like he's constantly on edge and it's exhausting. This inability to manage his emotions is affecting his mental health. How can he learn to control his anger and express his feelings in healthier ways? For that, we're going to bring in the psychotherapist, Eryl McCaffrey. Eryl, what is he to do?
I think, first of all, it's important to acknowledge that people, but men specifically, are socialized or conditioned to feel a certain way about their anger. Typically, there's like a negative connotation, there's a fear around expressing it. So, quite often, it's sort of suppressed and then it comes out outwards. We're not consciously thinking about, how we're feeling in our anger. And then we just get short and you snap at somebody, and it sounds like this person is just feeling like they're not in control of it. So we can acknowledge that there's a story, there's conditioning, there's a belief system around anger, and that it's this bad, scary thing that we shouldn't feel. And it only has power over us if we try to sidestep it and ignore it. It'll only come out more, right? What you repress will repeat itself or come forward. So what we can do is acknowledge when that emotion is there. What I would suggest to this person is to acknowledge when his anger is there and actually validate it, validate the emotion. That can look like saying to yourself in the moment, "I'm feeling really angry," and giving yourself permission when possible. Sometimes it's possible in the moment, sometimes it's later that day, to actually move through that anger on your own. So it's like getting into your body, punching a pillow, screaming in your car, doing something to actually release and channel the anger. First, you have to acknowledge it's there, right? And give it permission to be there. But it's your job. It's your job, just you, to do that on your own. And then you can look at your, grounding exercises. You can breathe, you can regulate your nervous system after you've let your anger come out on your own. And then reflect. What is this anger about? Does it mean I need to enforce a boundary? Do I need to have a conversation with somebody? Then you can move forward in a regulated way, make conscious choices about how you want to show up in the world. But first, you need to feel it. So that's kind of the counterintuitive advice about anger, really.